Howdy, all you beautiful people. My name is Gunnar Clovis. I'm a game developer, and today I would like to play Down Scroll by Andy Bae. You know Andy Bae. Played a couple of games by Andy Bae so far. It's this really awesome itch page with, custom cursor and adorable little dog character and a lot of CSS, and it's very nice, and just a ton of games that I'm extremely intimidated to get through, but I will get through all of them eventually, with a big old eventually on there. It's going to take quite a long time, but it'll happen. And so yeah, this was made for Trijam 58. Trijam is one of my favorite jams. I actually made the Discord for Trijam, because the creators, who are awesome, Rock Knight, they're super great, based out of Latvia. They didn't have a Discord for it, so yeah, I built that, and then we just have a lot of stuff with this HTML thing going on now. It's a really wonderful jam, where you just make a game in 3 hours. It's probably the one that suits me the best, and this was made in under 2 hours, which I've also done a couple times, mainly when I'm just starting right before the jam ends. I have a couple time-lapse development videos I have on the channel are exactly that, which is funny. So this is made in Game Maker Studio, only has one tag, which is minigames. I recommend you have the full 10 tags that you're allotted by itch. Do all the tags you want. And this was just made like an hour ago. Really great. Okay, I don't know what that release date thing is. Yeah, cool. So the theme for the Trijam was no buttons. This was also submitted to the Weekly Game Jam 137, whose theme was flop, I believe. Yeah. So I don't know how much it adheres to that, but yeah, definitely with the one. Okay, yeah. Oh, perfect. Yeah. Never mind. Andy's way ahead of me. He's way ahead of me. He included both jams and the theme, which I always really recommend you do. If you ever submit to game jams, list every jam that you're submitting to and their associated themes. Maybe a little blurb about how you use the theme, but you should list the theme. Also credited the assets with Joshua McLean. Has a nice little link there, and a table that actually looks really nice. That is very low effort to do, but no one really does it, right? No one really uses these kind of tables like this, but that's so simple, just kind of breaks it up, makes it a little bit more visually interesting, really excellent. This also has very simple but nice theming with a bunch of different shades of red. It's a nice color palette, and then kind of white text that contrasts pretty well. It's nice, yeah. And list of controls, perfect. And then it has a nice blue link. Yes, this blue really highlights and contrasts against the red of the page, so very good. So I'll start it up. Yeah, so this one is a scroll-based game called Down Scroll. I put my mouse in the circle to start, and then I'm scrolling down through the page, which is interesting. But it is kind of tough. See here, because I can't quite get the entire game, just barely, I think, can get the entire game on screen without cutting off part of it, right? This is kind of obnoxious. And that's why I really like to have full screen games. Maybe this would be better suited kind of launching an alternative window. I've talked about that before. When you upload an HTML5 game project to itch.io, there's an option that lets you, that when you click play game, it doesn't start with an embed like this. It brings you into a new window. So it's just the game, and there's none of this stuff overlaying it. There's nothing else distracting, and it can help with formatting sometimes. And maybe can help with larger games and you don't want extra information or clutter ruining the immersion. A lot of different reasons to do it. It's still very rarely done though. But yeah, we'll try this out. I don't know. Yeah, I'm gonna zoom out a little bit because I really don't like when stuff is cut off. So yeah, 90% I can just kind of get everything in the frame, and we have this iframe here. So put mouse in circle to start. Okay. Interesting. So I'm using my mouse, and I'm moving this kind of, whoa, yeah, very, very soft jelly-like little ball on a string. Has very fun physics, some kind of elasticity to it. And I want to play with it, but also we have these little red spikes on the edges. I'm just going to kill myself to see it. That's awesome. Yeah, whoa, I love it. So the game over text kind of follows your mouse. I like that. Score 6 out of 100. Oh, I have to refresh. Oh, okay, that kind of sucks. At least you tell me that I need to refresh. That's good that I'm informed, but it sucks that I need to refresh to start again. I should be able to restart without reloading the page. It kind of really sucks. But yeah, I die from hitting the edges or these little red spikes that come out occasionally, like that one. Pretty clear that that was going to kill me. That didn't need to be explained. It's just obvious from the shape design. And those particle effects are really nice. So yeah, then I mainly move by using the scroll wheel down, which is really cool. I've never seen a game do this before. It's really awesome. So it kind of seems like the best route is actually just go super slowly, so I have full control of my little ball here. Yeah, the music is really nice. I like the music. It's very simple. Oh, that's danger. That's danger. Yeah, when I scroll down, that kind of jitters it quite a bit. So it seems like when I scroll down, yeah, because my mouse isn't moving, but the world is moving, so then the ball is reacting as if my mouse had jutted down a little bit. So kind of want to try and move the mouse up. Whoa, screwed up. Yeah. Oh, no. Oh my goodness. I was going to say try and move the mouse up while I scroll down, which is kind of like patting. Oh no. Oh, that was close. That was close. Yeah, it was kind of like patting your head. No! Man. Okay, yeah, this game is tough. Dang. But yeah, I can scroll down all through this iframe, got all these coins, and the game over will follow my mouse. A little bit of lag to that, but that's alright. It's probably just an artifact, because this is a very unique game. This is very, very unique. Yeah, very cool. Very cool. I don't know if there's really a reward for winning. Frankly, I don't know. This is very cool, but I don't know if I want to spend the time to beat it all, because that's really hard. That's really hard looking and very long. But, oh man, those particle effects look fantastic. Oh my god, look at them. Just really nice colors. So yeah, I'm seeing only 4 colors used here, right? Oh, okay, 5, I guess. White with the text, black with the background, red with the spikes. And you see how that spikes, it's the same color as the primary background within the game page. So that blends in perfectly. I love stuff like that. I really recommend doing that. Having to reload to start the game is really, really bad. Well, I don't recommend stuff like that. But yeah, then purple of the player and kind of the lighter cyan. Lighter cyan of the particles and blue of the coins. Yeah, so there's a few colors. That's what's like 5 or 6 colors total. Man. Oh, and then there's a nice explosion. That's over so quickly I didn't really even notice it, but nice explosion when, yeah, my little player ball dies. Really love the sound effects and the particle effects, especially. The particle effects are so nice. Oh, how they fade. It's so pretty. Yeah, see, there I kind of did it, where I'm trying to move my mouse up while I scroll down so that the ball doesn't really move that much and I don't lose control. It's tough. And yeah, I'm not feeling like I'm gonna beat this game. It's really long. But I always say that, doing it. Well, it depends on how long I play. If I play long enough, I would eventually beat it. Yeah, but I don't feel like I want to spend this amount of time to beat this game, because there's not that much to talk about then. Yeah, I don't know if there's a reward to beating it, and I don't think I'll be seeing it. If I did, I don't know. I might... I do really like playing these games. I genuinely do. And so I could beat this game, but I'd want to do it off camera, because I wouldn't want to waste a bunch of your time just watching me try and fail to beat the game just like that. But yeah, this was made in 2 hours, and it seems to be a really effective Trijam to me. It's perfect. It has, everything you needed to do. It has sound effects, has music, has art and animations, has a fair amount of polish, has a solid gameplay loop, unique mechanic. It's very experimental and weird, which I think is really good for game jams, especially for a short game jam like this. Makes it stand out. Has good use of physics And yeah, really, really good use of built-in kind of game maker effects. Or I don't think it's using any built-in game maker particle effect. Those are using game maker particles, obviously, but not the built-in ones. Those are different. I tend to use the built-in ones because I'm lazy. Oh my god. Man. But yeah, the elasticity kind of physics of the ball on the string, that Actually, I'm not positive how that's being done. That could be done just with game maker physics. That's what I was assuming, but it doesn't necessarily have to be true. That could just be a very simple kind of very simple function. That was written by Andy. It doesn't really matter either way. Yeah, so that's something I want to maybe touch on. The little death spikes, and this kind of thing crops up in a lot of different games of all different genres, but but the death spikes that come out of the walls, they kind of come with no warning, right? And all the coins seem to be placed procedurally. Maybe there's some rule to it. Dang it. There might be some rule to it, or it just might be they're pick random locations completely. Maybe, I don't know, maybe random locations within set zones, so by luck, not all of the coins end up at the very bottom kind of thing. So that at least they're a little bit spread out. Oof, okay. But yeah, in that randomization, a lot of the coins are ending up near the walls, as you've seen. And then I die there. Because, oh geez. Because the red spikes that kill me just kind of come out of the walls without much warning, or rather with no warning. That they just kind of pop out and are moving at their base speed. And so, like, right there, that's very dangerous, but there's not really anything I can do about it, because I can't know or predict when the spikes are going to come out. It's just kind of entirely random. So, some kind of warning sign telling the player that there's an imminent spike coming before the danger really occurs. So that could be... here they just kind of seem to be coming... Oh, see, like, right there, I have to get this coin, and this coin sucks for multitude of reasons. Oh, yeah, that coin is annoying. But if the spikes just are kind of coming out of the walls at random positions, they're not really lining up with the spikes at all, as far as I can tell. And so if they lined up with the spikes more, you could use the spikes on the walls, have those flash yellow or something for a few seconds. Maybe have a sound effect, but with the amount of spikes that are on screen at once, that'd probably be annoying and be very difficult to tune. But yeah, some kind of visual effect, perhaps, that gave more information to the player. Because right there, it's so quick. And because I don't have full control in this game, that why this game is difficult is because the ball's on a super annoying physics string, right? And is being all elastic. Oof. And so, yeah, I can't fully control my hitbox and how I die. And giving me as the player no warning makes that really, really frustrating. Whereas if I had... Oh my god, that was lucky. If I had some information, then I could try and react and adapt and calm down my little spike in the relevant area. Yeah, the red spikes also seem to move like decently fast, I feel. Yeah, this game is very, very difficult, especially, yeah, because there's all those spikes happening just as frequently off screen, right? And that's tough. It's really, really tough. So yeah, this game is a little bit too difficult for me, and it's really long, right? And this is something I talk about all the time. I was just having a conversation about this, actually, where don't feel like your games need to hit a certain time limit. And that happens a lot with indie games and jam games, but also, obviously, with AAA games. Every AAA game feels pressure to hit a certain playtime threshold. And that's not necessary. It's far better to have a really awesome, really great, like 5, 10, 20-minute game as opposed to a pretty mediocre, 10-hour game. Yeah. And here, the experience isn't really changing. It's just the same thing, very extended. And so that's very frustrating, and I don't imagine a lot of people are going to play this game to the point where they finish it, because there's not really a reward for doing it. There's not new mechanics introduced, there's no checkpoints, and it's just the same thing, but for a really long time, and it's just kind of dragging itself out. And I don't really recommend doing that. I do like this game. It's unique. The long HTML5 iframe is, really cool. I rather like that. That's very unique. I haven't seen that before. I don't know if it's necessary, in being implemented the way it was. Yeah, because this is just, it's in an iframe, and we're scrolling through it. But it could have just as well. Like, if I was making this game, I probably wouldn't have done it this way. And this way is probably better because it's more visually interesting, just because it's interacting with the web page a little bit more. But you don't need to do it like this to get the same kind of mechanic, right? It's just detecting the scroll wheel input. In fact, how I would do it is I would use, the standard GameMaker 2 functions that detect scroll wheel input and then move the camera across the world, right? Whereas this, I don't think has any code that accounts for the player's scroll wheel, because it's being handled by the HTML5 and the iframe itself, which is interesting, actually. That's a good way of, reducing work for yourself, even though that's no work. It's just like an if statement, basically. But that's a good idea. It's a good idea. It's clever. So that was Down Scroll by Andy Bae. I wanted to cover this new game because it just came out. Playing this completely blind, like I do all of the games. And it was really fun to see. I love the Trijam. I haven't been covering Trijam very much so far, mainly because I like to do a game per video, and these games are all really short. And I really don't mean to. It's not like I stretch out these for any kind of time threshold. I just talk for however long I do while I play the game, and it always ends up being so long. So I apologize for that. But please, thank you so much for watching the video and the channel. Please subscribe and all that YouTuber stuff, like, comment, blah, blah, blah. I really appreciate it. I make these videos trying to provide what I wish someone really could have done for me, right, when I started with game development, giving attention and feedback and encouragement. If you have an itch game you'd like me to play, please drop a link in the comments. I'd love to play it. I absolutely play all of the games that are sent to me, although it takes a little bit of time. And please remember to love yourself and give joy to the world. It is the greatest of all mistakes to do nothing, because you can only do a little. Do what you can. I know we're all on separate paths on our game dev journey. It's all about tiny baby steps. A long journey begins with the smallest step. And it's about doing stuff. It's not so much about the theory and all that kind of annoying artsy-fartsy and critic stuff. It's about actually getting out there and doing the thing, about making games. If you want to learn how to make games, you make games. That's the only way to do it. If you want to learn how to cut down trees. That's the only way to do it. There's an old Picasso story, I believe, and it's about how when art critics get together, they talk about light and color and form, but when painters get together, they talk about where to buy cheap turpentine, right? It's about actually doing the thing. So get out there, do the thing. I believe in you. Let me know what you're doing, please. If you're doing a thing or trying to, I would love to hear about it. So drop me a link in the comments or on Twitter at Gunnar Clovis, even though I hate Twitter, but whatever. All right. Remember to eat your vegetables and wear a seatbelt and have a lovely day. Goodbye.